Please be seated.
A very warm welcome to all honorary aldermen, members, officers and members of the public. May I ask that all mobile phones or switch to silent? Thank you.
There is no planned test of the fire alarm system during this meeting, so if the alarm sounds, please exit the building quickly and safely via the main route. If this route is blocked, please use the fire exits in this room. Do not use the lifts. Once outside the building, please assemble in the market square. Do not re-enter the building until the committee clerk has given authorisation. Please note that this meeting is being visually recorded and may be webcast for the purposes of public transparency and accountability. The recording may be published online or used for other public reporting purposes. In accordance with the Openness of Local Government Bodies Regulation 2014, members of the press and the public are also permitted to film or record the proceedings from the designated public seating areas. If any member of the public present does not wish to be filmed, recorded or photographed, please state so now, and we will make every reasonable effort to ensure that you are not included in the recording, which may involve you moving to a different part of the meeting room. Please be aware that any disruptive behaviour, including oral commentary during the meeting or the use of intrusive equipment, lighting, is not permitted and may result in your removal from the meeting. If any member wishes to raise a point of order, can you please stand and clearly state order so we can distinguish them from a member who has raised their hand to indicate that they wish to speak in the debate. You will need to state the relevant rule which you take issue with and set out your point clearly. The Chair may ask for the opinion of the monitoring officer before making a decision on how to proceed.
Thank you. Agenda item number 1 is apologies. Are there any apologies?
Yes, Chair, we have apologies from Councillors Pashley, Presley, Shaw, Troop, Laura Sanders, White, Charlesworth, Manners and Freeman.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2 is to receive declarations of interest by members and officers. Are there any declarations of interest by members? No. Are there any declarations of interest by officers? Agenda item number Agenda item number 3 is election of the chair. Do I have any nominations for chair?
Chair, I would like to nominate Councillor Sibley.
I call upon Councillor Julie Lee to propose that Councillor Sybil Fielding be elected as chair of Bassetlaw District Council for the ensuing year.
Fellow members, honorary aldermen and guests, I would like to propose Councillor Sybil Fielding as the chair of the council for the forthcoming year. Councillor Fielding was born and has lived in Bassetlaw most of her life. She has an interesting past, having trained as a chef and has catered for many special events, including for the Chief Scout of the United Kingdom, and prepared meals for such people as Barnes Wallis, the inventor of the dancing bomb. Councillor Fielding has been involved with Scouting for over 40 years in numerous roles, from Cub Scout leader to Assistant District Commissioner. She has served as a district and county councillor for over 30 years and has a very strong commitment to the Royal British Legion, having worked hard to ensure that the Worksop branch was not closed. This is now now a branch that has gone from strength to strength. Indeed, she has become known as the lady who knits poppies in local supermarkets, knitting many thousands over the years. Councillor Fielding is also a key architect of the Worksop Festival of Remembrance, and for many years has written remembrance crosses for all of our area's fallen service personnel. In fact, she was one of only 5 centenary RBL award winners in Nottinghamshire, and was recently awarded the Royal British Legion Gold Badge for her services to the RBL and veteran community. Councillor Fielding has been involved in setting up and running so many community events and groups over the years, from the Shire Oaks Youth Club, over 30 years as a school governor, trustee of Joel, complete package supporting baby loss, lead flood warden for Shire Oaks, active member of Shire Oaks and Rhodesia Parish Council, long-serving member of the Chesterfield Canal Partnership Board, working with Age UK, and so many more. Councillor Fielding's motto could be said to be duty, commitment and caring. I believe that Councillor Sybil Fielding has all of the attributes required to be an outstanding chair and an excellent representative of Bassetlaw District Council. Thank you, Chair.
I call upon Councillor Alan Rose to second the proposal.
Chair, honourable guests, fellow members and officers, I'm delighted to second the nomination of my friend and colleague Sybil Fielding to be Chair of Bassetlaw District Council. Sybil and her husband Ray have been friends of mine for over 30 years, and I can say without doubt that Sybil has public service running through her veins. She's a very hard-working member of this council, a member of Shire Oaks Parish Council until last year, a very hard-working and much-missed county councillor. Of course, I cannot let the dedicated work that she and Ray do for the British Legion go without mention. In fact, Sybil recently was awarded the British Legion Gold Badge, the highest award that the Royal British Legion can give to a volunteer. That's clear testament to her hard work and dedication. Of course, we've been here before because Sybil is a former chair of the District Council. Her name's on the board behind you, along with that of her former peers, and she's also a former chair of the County Council, a role that she fulfilled with her usual dedication and dignity, and that I was delighted at the time to have appointed her to. Whatever role Sybil is asked to do, she takes seriously and she does it well. Whether it's in holding civic office or as Vice Chair of Planning, as she was both here and at the County Council, or Chief Whip of the District Council Labour Group, a role that she currently holds. I know that Sybil Fielding will be an excellent chair of the District Council. She'll carry out the role with dignity and represent the district at the very best, to the very best of her ability. Sybil will be a strong chair of our full council meetings, being both impartial and, if necessary, firm in her dealings with members, so be warned. Chair, in wishing Sybil every success in her year of office as Chair of Bassetlaw District Council, I gladly second the nomination. Thank you.
Are there any further nominations, comments or observations? All in favour? Against? Any abstentions? I hereby declare that Councillor Sybil Fielding is duly elected Chair of Bassetlaw District Council for the 2026-27 municipal year.
Julie to have a referendum. Go to the front. That's to there.
I, Sybil Jacqueline Fielding, having been elected to the office of Chair of the Council, hereby declare that I take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake to observe the code as to the conduct which is expected of members of Bassetlaw District Council.
Chair, can you speak some declaration?
Honoured guests, Honourable Alderman, Chair and fellow members, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. I'm especially grateful to my fellow council members for supporting my nomination to serve as Chair of Bassetlaw District Council for the coming year. My sincere thanks go to Councillor Lee for proposing me and to Councillor Rose for seconding the nomination. It is with immense pride and genuine pleasure that I accept this honour. I am deeply appreciative of the confidence you have placed in me, and I feel privileged to represent Bassetlaw. I will do everything I can to promote our district at every opportunity and to work closely with the Vice Chair, Councillor Naylor, through the year ahead. Many of you will know my long-standing work with the Armed Forces community and the Royal British Legion, and I'm a proud member of the Worcester and Shrewsbury Regimental Association. Within this civic role, it is my intention to showcase and support the diverse and excellent work of our voluntary sector, with a particular focus on young people through scouting, guiding, cadets units and youth groups. I take on this role with humility and a strong sense of responsibility to our community. But by working together, I am confident that we can continue to achieve great things for the people of Bassetlaw. Duty, commitment and respect will be the hallmark of my year in office. I would also like to extend my sincere congratulations to Councillor Tony Eaton for the dedication and commitment he has shown during his work as Chair. Hard work has been greatly valued. Thank you. I call upon Councillor Julie Lee to propose a vote of thanks to the Chairman Chair and his escort.
Chair, Honourable Alderman, members, guests and officers. I did want to take this opportunity to thank Councillor Tony Eaton for his year as Chair of Bassetlaw District Council. I know that becoming chair of the council was one of Tony's proudest moments. I think we all know that it was a challenging year for Tony, but despite having a heart attack and moving home, he continued to fulfil his role as chair. Tony has represented Bassetlaw District Council exceptionally well, attending around 80 events over the last year, including several EJ Remembrance events, the Worksop Sea Cadets 80th anniversary, the Diwali Festival, and the Rector Memorial rededication of Sunday, which was a fitting end to your year in office. The role of chair is more than just civic leadership. It also entails chairing full council, with debates, motions and of course points of order. Tony has been firm and fair and has kept our meetings moving. I'm sure that if he starts to miss it, Julie can quiz him on council procedures. Tony talks of meeting many inspirational people, but I know that many people also see Tony as an inspiration, especially around his work over many years with veterans. The year has flown by and his commitment has been unwavering, and I would like to propose a vote of thanks to Tony and of course to his wonderful wife Julie, who has worked tirelessly by his side over the last year.
I call upon Councillor Jonathan Slade to second the vote of thanks.
I would like to second my thanks to the outgoing chair, Tony. Just a couple of things. I've personally been really impressed with the way Tony has conducted himself as chair of the council over this last municipal year. It seems that every event that I got invited to, Tony was there representing us all as chair. A couple of things stick in my mind. I think firstly was the very moving service which David Chandler invited us to commemorate the 20 years of the Code of Colliery. And for Tony to talk about obviously his grandfather, and I don't want to steal the thunder, Tony, because I know you were talking about this more, about his links to the coal mining industry, which plays such an important part in this area. And then only very recently I saw you at the rededication for the Redford War Memorial this last Sunday, which again, I thought you presented yourself in a really professional way. And and it's a real pleasure to second the thanks. Thank you.
I call upon the Chief Executive to propose a vote of thanks to the retiring chair.
On behalf of myself and all the staff of Bassetlaw District Council, I'd like to extend thanks to Councillor Eaton for his work during his year as Chair of the Council. I think as the leader and Deputy Leader have pointed out, it's been eventful, but also memorable, and Tony's carried it off in an incredibly supportive way for staff. He never falters in extending his thanks for the support of staff, but equally, we very much value the work he's done in supporting us in the way he's carried out his duties. So just a small memento I'd like to present you, Tony. Stop there and I'll come to you.
Are there any other comments or observations? I would like to invite Councillor Tony Eaton to accept the past chairman's badge. I would now like to invite Councillor Talib to reply.
Thank you, Chair. My guests, Honourable Alderman, past Chair, Chairman, fellow members, ladies and gentlemen, this year has been both physically and mentally challenging for me, but I am so grateful to have been given the opportunity to serve as Chair of Bassetlaw District Council. I remain deeply thankful to my fellow councillors for placing their confidence in me to represent the district and for everyone's support throughout. It's been a very memorable year and I feel very privileged to have been given the opportunity. I've lived in Bassetlaw for over 35 years and feel so lucky to have such a beautiful places on our doorstep, Plumber Park, Thorsby, Rufford, to name a few. It's made me very proud to represent our district, and I hope I showcase our area with dignity and professionalism. Memorable moments have been in abundance this year, with many, many highlights. But I would just like to share a few with you. The start of my year as Chair was remembering the 80th VJ Day. As always, excellently organised with many attending and coming together to remember these significant times in our history. I was very humbled to lay a wreath at Christ's Memorial Tower, and in keeping with Armed Forces, was thrilled to attend the Armed Forces weekend at Worksop Rugby Club. Remembrance Day, another solemn and important occasion where I was honoured to pay tribute to those who served. The Festival of Remembrance at North Knox Arena, which was once again outstandingly arranged and organised. Worksop Pride, a wonderful celebration of inclusion and community spirit. Worksop Marathon is showcasing dedication and resilience across our district. As mentioned, attending an evening of celebration for Diwali, they made my presence very, very welcoming, and I'll never forget the hospitality. And of course, the Christmas tree lightings in both Worksop and Retford, which brought festive joy to families across the district. A series of carol services and civic services, each one reminding me how strongly connected our communities are. In particular, my own civic service held at St Anne's Church. A truly memorable day, made even more special by the procession led by Pine Major Robert Orridge. Grateful thanks also to the numerous concerts I attended, including Worksop Ryan Chorale, Salvation Army, Focus on Young People, to name a few. It was also my privilege, along with the first resident, to officially open the newly built Gateford Lodge Care Home, a wonderful facility in Bassetlaw. In January, it was my great pleasure to have been invited to Harworth Church Colliery Service, which, as mentioned, was a very moving occasion, giving recognition to all those in the mining community. And yes, my granddad was a bedding boy during the war. He worked down the mines all through. It was a very poignant ceremony celebrating their 20th annual service of remembrance. Another great honour to host the Bassetlaw Achievers Awards, recognising those who went above and beyond, individuals and groups who deservingly are shown appreciation for all they do in our community. Finally, and perhaps most unexpected, was finding myself on GMTV cheering on Greg James at 7 o'clock in the morning during his longest group challenge for comic relief. Yes, it was a very early start for somebody that's supposed to have retired in 2018. Although we no longer have an official chair charity, I was delighted to support Worksop Sea Cadets, who proudly celebrated their 80th year. I attended their presentation evening, where awards were presented by myself and the Royal British Legion. The Sea Cadets are a remarkable organisation that provides young people skills, discipline, confidence and opportunities on and off the water. Their commitment to developing the next generation, combined with the dedication of their volunteers, makes them an asset to Bassetlaw and a group I have been very proud to champion. Throughout the year, I have met countless dedicated volunteers, individuals who give their time freely to clubs, groups and organisations across our district. Without them, many of these services simply would not exist. They are all a credit to Bassetlaw, and their enthusiasm and commitment inspire me deeply. May I take this opportunity to thank those who supported me throughout the year. Without them, I definitely wouldn't have managed. Firstly, my wife Julie, for her constant support, always by my side. My thanks also to Vice Chair, Councillor David Naylor, for attending events that I wasn't able to reach. David, I said I wouldn't say this, and being my prelim man, and those who attended council meetings will know he reads the prelims out for me. And finally, sincere thanks to civic and member support officers. Without their organisation, patience and guidance, I would not have been able to fulfil my duties as a chair. I'd like to make a small presentation, if you don't mind, to two people who have been very special throughout my year, to Lisa and Stella, who between them have made my role for events and council meetings a successful term, and I will be grateful, but forever grateful to them for helping me through. Can I ask if Stella and Lisa, I'm sorry, I know you didn't know. Draws to a close, I'd like to wish the incoming Chair, Councillor Sybil Fairley, and Vice Chair, David Naylor, every success for the year ahead. I simply hope you find it as endurable, rewarding, and occasionally surprising as I have. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
I would now like to take nominations for Vice Chair. I call upon Councillor Julie Lee to propose Councillor David Naylor to be Vice Chair for the 2026-27 municipal year.
Thank you. Chair, Honorary Alderman members of the public, members of the council and officers, it is a pleasure for me to propose Councillor David Naylor as Vice Chair of Bassetlaw District Council. Councillor Naylor came to live in Retford as a child and after a short time living abroad moved back here. He has worked as a very effective district councillor and previously he was the Mayor of Retford, where he now lives and works. David has also represented Bassetlaw last year as Vice Chair, where he ably assisted Councillor Eaton.
I call upon Councillor Jonathan Slater to second the proposal.
I'm very happy to second the proposal. Just to say that I think David has really grown into the role, and I've seen him really give a lot of support to Tony during this time when Tony wasn't available. So I'm delighted that he'll be continuing as Vice Chair of this council. Thank you.
Are there any further nomination, comments or observations? All in favour? Anyone against? Any abstentions? I hereby declare that Councillor David Naylor is duly elected Vice Chair of Bassetlaw District Council for the 2026-27 municipal year.
Thank you, Chair. I accept the office of Vice Chair and pledge my support to the Chair.
Agenda item number 6 is minutes. There is a correction in the circulated minutes. Councillor Henderson sent his apologies and did not attend the meeting. Are there any other comments or observations? All in favour? Anyone against? Any abstentions? Agenda item number 7 is confirmation of leader. I hereby confirm that Councillor Julie Lee is leader of Bassetlaw District Council for the ensuing year.
I hope people are not too warm in here. You can see we're a little squashed like sardines on the front here, but I'm sure we'll make it work better. I've been asked not to do this, but I thought I would anyway. It's our Chief Exec's birthday today. I won't tell you how old he is, but he's older than me. Chair, Honorary Aldermen, members, guests and officers. Over the past year, we have taken decisive action on the priorities that matter most to our residents. Creating jobs, supporting businesses, investing in our town centres, delivering quality homes and building stronger, safer communities. We have refreshed our council plan and Vision 2040 to ensure that they continue to reflect changing priorities while remaining focused on delivering excellent services and better outcomes from everyone across the district. This renewed vision builds on the progress we have already made while preparing us for significant changes in local government and the future delivery of local services. At its heart, it is a clear mission, supporting people, neighbourhoods and the economy through transformation while laying the foundations for a cleaner, greener and more high-tech future. That future is already beginning to take shape. Transformational projects such as Step Fusion and the Trent Supercluster are bringing new purpose to former coal power station sites, turning them into the driving force behind Britain's clean energy revolution. At West Burton, Step continues to gain momentum with the announcement earlier this year of Ilios as the project's major construction partner, marking another significant milestone. These developments will not only create high-quality jobs and attract major investment into the district, but they also have the potential to transform our local economy for generations to come. To ensure that local people can take these opportunities, we are investing in skills and future talent. A new skills audit has helped us to better understand the challenges employers face in recruiting the skilled workforce that they need. Developed through employer surveys, industry engagement and collaboration with education providers and our young people, it provides a clear picture of the barriers to meeting the gaps in the skills that employers in Bassetlaw need. The findings are now shaping a new skills growth strategy designed to tackle those challenges and support the transition to a higher skilled, higher paid economy. We are also continuing to revitalise our town centres. In Worksop, demolition of the primary centre is nearing completion as part of a major transformation that will reshape the heart of the town. The return of Sports Direct, which will bring new jobs, is another strong sign of growing confidence and renewed investment in the area. The redevelopment will create a more attractive and vibrant destination with new leisure, entertainment and public spaces designed to encourage more people to spend time in the town centre. Our innovative use of the high street rental auction process has also helped tackle long-term empty properties across Worksop, Retford and Haworth and Burcoats. Our approach has been recognised nationally as an example of best practice. By working proactively with retail landlords, we have often secured new tenants before auctions were even needed, helping businesses move into vacant premises more quickly. The results speak for themselves. Since the introduction of the scheme in March 2025, vacancy rates have fallen from 8 to 5% in Retford, from 21 to 17% in Worksop, and from 11 to just 3% in Haworth and Burcoats, bucking national trends. Our work has also been recognised by the Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government, with Bassetlaw District Council being shortlisted for a Local Government Chronicle Award in the Economic Development category. Alongside this, we have continued supporting independent businesses through high street shop fit-out funding across Worksop, Retford, Haworth and Burcoats and Tuxford. This funding has helped retailers transform empty units into thriving businesses by supporting structural improvements and the purchase of essential equipment. It is one of several measures helping us to attract investment, support entrepreneurship and breathe new life into our high streets. Worksop, Retford and Tuxford have also benefited from £3 million through the Government Streetscaping Fund, delivering visible improvements across all three town centres. In Retford, projects delivered through the Town Centre Partnership Board have included new benches, bins, planters, planting schemes and improved signage, helping create a more welcoming environment. In Tuxford, funding has supported new play equipment, a community mural, upgraded market stalls and plans for additional road safety signage and CCTV, with further projects currently being developed by the Parish Council. Looking ahead, we remain fully committed to the Pride in Place programme led by the Worksop Together Board, which will see £20 million invested into Worksop Town Centre over the next decade. What makes this programme especially important is that it has been shaped directly by local people. Through extensive consultation with residents, businesses and community groups, Local voices have helped to define a shared vision for the future of Worksop. We also continue to invest in housing and support for our tenants. Our ambitious housing capital programme will invest more than £94 million into council homes over the next 5 years. This includes £40 million to help meet the decent home standard through new kitchens and bathrooms, upgraded windows and doors, and wider improvements that will enhance quality of life for thousands of residents. A further £11.3 million will also be invested into our estates. Alongside improving existing homes, we have expanded our housing stock by securing 24 new affordable homes for local people. We remain equally committed to supporting our voluntary and community sector partners, whose work continues to make a real difference to the lives of our residents. Over the last year, we have awarded £109,000 to organisations providing vital services, including debt advice, volunteering opportunities, befriending support, food parcels, community transport, and much more. Their work has been especially important during the cost of living crisis and continues to strengthen the resilience of our communities. In our rural communities, businesses and local groups have also benefited from more than £200,000 through the Rural England Prosperity Fund over the last 12 months. Projects supported included a new pergola and patio at Sutton Cumland Village Hall, new cricket screens for North Wheatley and Moncton Cricket Club, and plans for a new sculpture in Shire Oaks, all helping to improve community facilities and strengthen pride and place across the district. This is likely to be our penultimate AGM as we continue to prepare for local government reorganisation. Over the next 2 years, we will do all that we can to both deliver a smooth and seamless transition to the new unitary councils and to support our staff through the process and work hard to ensure that the new councils are ready to deliver for Bassetlaw residents and businesses from day one. And I hope, and this has been my hope on many occasions at this council, that we can all work together to secure what is best for Bassetlaw. Thank you, Chair.
Agenda item number 8 is communication. At this time there are none. So we move on to agenda.
Point of order. The confirmation of leader wasn't sent to a formal vote, and it is a requirement under section 44D of the Local Government Act 2000.
We therefore will move the confirmation of the leader to the vote. All those in favour? Any against? Any abstention? It's carried. Hallelujah.
Controversial.
We move to agenda item number 9, which is committees. Members are asked to approve the committee sizes and the appointment of the committee membership of the council for the ensuing year in accordance with the report tabled tonight. Cabinet members are also provided for information. Are there any questions, comments or observations on this? The recommendation is set out on page 25. All in favour? Anyone against? Any abstentions? That is carried. May I remind members that are on planning committee, the annual training is on Friday the 15th of May at 10 o'clock at Worksop Town Hall. And those appointed to the licensing committee, annual training is on the 3rd of June at 5 p.m. You must attend the training before you can sit on these committees. Agenda item number 10 is appointment to outside bodies. Members are asked to approve the appointments to outside organisations in accordance with the report table tonight. Are there any questions, comments or observations on this? The recommendation is set out on page 28. All in favour? Anyone against? Any abstentions? That is carried. Agenda item number 11 is meetings. Members are asked to approve the programme of meetings of the Council for the 2026-27 municipal year. Are there any questions, comments or observations on this? The recommendation is set out on page 30. All in favour? Anyone against? Any abstentions? That is carried. Agenda item number 12 is report of the Chief Executive. Agenda item number 12A, appointment of monitoring officer. Are there any questions, comments or observations on this item? The recommendation is set out on page 35. All in favour? Anyone against? Any abstentions? That is carried. Agenda item number 13 is any of the business that the Chair considers to be open. If there are no other urgent business, I close the meeting and invite members and guests to stay for